Hey. We live right now, Wrestle Chat Media. Let me turn this function on. Live from Wrestle Chat Media page. You see the title, Roman Reigns, new Universal Champion. We're going to get to that. I'll be joined with the original member of Wrestle Chat Media. Going all the way back to the Wrestle Chat page of the Wrestle Talk Media page back then. Man, we came a long way. But I'm going to be joined with my tag team partner, Mr. American Alucard, a.k.a. Sheanon Scott, who'll be joining me in a little bit. But also, for those of you that just viewed WWE's Payback special, it was awesome. I'm just messing around. It wasn't awesome, but it was doable, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm giving it a pass. I know it was like it was a little dry, for me, but I'm gonna get Philip. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to how I felt about it. This show today, we're gonna make it a little different because we're gonna kind of speed by certain things and get to the main topic, the main point, which we must reach right about now. So, for everybody that is tuning in, make sure you do share this. If you're part of all the wrestling groups, make sure you take the time right now to share this live inside of all the wrestling groups once you get a chance to. And I'm going to let my partner get up in here. We're going to talk about some more wrestling, in the good old way. But yeah, we are going to definitely get into the main event. That's number one topic. We got to talk about the main event. I mean, Roman Reigns. Have we gotten the Roman Reigns that we want? Are you happy? Are you happy? Is everybody satisfied with the Roman Reigns that we got now? That's what I want to know. Are you satisfied with the Roman Reigns that you have? I want to know. Are y'all happy with Roman Reigns? Because the way things went down tonight, I can't complain. You know what, Sheehan, Mr. Mark Alucard, hold on, just say. I think I know what I think I may know what the problem is. Sheehan trying to get up in here. I think I may know what the problem is. Let me fix this real quick. But I do want to know. You cool with it? Rodney said most definitely. He said most definitely. Okay, I'm gonna add my partner up in here. But yes, hey, I'm glad with the response as far as what we're getting from Roman Reigns and so forth. And you're happy with the turnout so far because I'm gonna be honest with you, we were getting real bland and bored with Roman Reigns. I mean, honestly, for those of you who remember FCW, Roman was playing heel there. He was a heel persona there, and that like just one clip that I saw kind of gave me life. American Alucard, I'm adding you to the chat, so it says adding you in there. But that gave me life. So ever since I seen that clip of Roman Reigns cutting a heel promo in FCW, that was like I was like, yo, okay, I'm digging this. I was a fan. So now what we're seeing is Roman do what he does best. I mean, we're getting a light smidgen of it, but I think things are about to get a little bit more, excuse me, pardon the phrase, about to get a little bit more raw. You know what I mean? I think it's about to get raw, real talk. But also, yes, you think so, Daniel? Daniel says, okay, and also I'm gonna be reading the comments as well, guys. So, let me go ahead and let me get settled for us. Let me get settled up in here for a second because I've been moving kind of fast. Let me get settled up in here just for a second because Alexa Bliss, I do want to talk about that. I definitely want to talk about that. It said you declined, American. Let me try one more time. Hey, American, make sure your phone is turned sideways, in side view, so I can bring you on up in here. Make sure it's in side view. We can go ahead and do this live streaming. Alexa Bliss, for those who didn't see it, they had like a screened in on her. They showed a little screening of her watching the match, and she was doing a little, Harley Quinn playing with her pigtails type of thing, watching the screen as the Fiend and Braun Strowman were having their match. Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking, because these rumors have been circulating. I believe it's been like what, almost 2 years. This rumor has been circulating about because at first it was people were talking about Mandy Rose being Abigail. Well, I know what I'll take it back. People were talking about Paige being Abigail, Mandy Rose, and then rumors start sparking up about rumors started coming out about Alexa Bliss. So this whole somebody's gonna be Abigail thing has been floating around for about. Yeah, you gotta do this. You gotta do the side. Yeah, you gotta do that. This whole Abigail thing has been floating around for a long time. So I love that they did that. It's like it was just a little gem. It was a little nod to what the rumors that have been speculating, the online dirt sheet reports talking about that, because it's been a rumor for a long time, and I think the WWE is just they're playing with it. They're like, yo, let's do this. Let's just do that. Just throw it out there. And I noticed they do that a lot. Let me get to the I'm gonna get to the results. Hope everybody watched the show, because y'all know we don't mind putting out a spoiler. We don't mind it. Okay, American, go ahead and send the request back in. Now let me start to I think the first match of the night was the Riot Squad. Riot Squad versus the Iconics. The Riot Squad defeated the Iconics, which is I think that does nothing. I think that absolutely does nothing. I mean, the Iconics are a great heel tag team. Riot Squad. I don't know. United States Championship match between Apollo Crews and Bobby Lashley. Yeah, that happened. I'm gonna say this. I'm just not that pleased with the handling of Bobby Lashley. WWE has his way. I just don't understand why, but they have poorly booked Bobby Lashley. But tonight, which was a no-brainer, they had to let Bobby win this one and take the United States Championship title, which I'm a big fan of. I'm just this should be I should be happy about Bobby Lashley winning, but at the same time, it's just that they've done a piss poor job at booking Bobby Lashley. That's why I'm just not that high up on it. Um, I'm adding you in now, American, but I'm just not that high up on Bobby Lashley no more, man. I just feel like they're gonna mess again. You know.
Damn, they make it a
What's
whole
going on?
process.
What's going on, American?
They make it a whole process just to join. Damn.
Everybody, the original member of Wrestle Chat, one of the founding members, American Alucard, aka Sheehan Scott. What's going on, brother? Oh, I'm sorry. Guy that doesn't allow the internet for views.
Yeah, that's one of the aliases. That's one of the aliases.
It's one of them. It's one of them. But yeah, matter of fact, American Alucard gonna run us down through the whole match card, wins and losses, if you will.
All right. Well, I was listening. You had just got finished with the Bobby Lashley Apollo Crews, so I'm gonna skip over to Big E versus Sheamus. Big E wins with the big ending. A match I did not see, unfortunately, was going to Sonic to get me a delicious milkshake. I do like the fact that they're giving Big E a push here, getting him ready for something. I just don't know what it might be. I mean, could you see Big E versus Roman Reigns down in the future?
That'll have to be some build. But right now, honestly, I do not believe in Big E right now. And that's not a knock on Big E. It's a knock on his handling. But with some showings between the conflict between him and the Miz, which I think they should have drug out a little bit more. Or hopefully they do. I think it can show us some real good showings of Big E, but just build it up for me. They have to build it up.
All right, and then the next match was Riddle defeating King. Is he still doing the King Corbin shit? All right.
Oh yes.
There's a match. Let's see. Corbin fell in full guard. There's the with a bike and a floating.
Put some respect on his name. It's King Corbin. You pet.
He didn't even have the court as long as Booker T. Like, at least Booker T had the million guys. He didn't even have Rude or Ziggler along for that. He only had him for like what, 2 months?
You a hater. Stop hating on Corbin.
I like Corbin. Corbin's a good wrestler. I like the fact he, everything like that. It's just that's the problem with the King. Either people drag it on for too long, or it goes on nowhere. Like King of the Ring, you should be King of the Ring, and you should get a title opportunity. The King of the Ring thing is kind of meaningless when you think about it.
I'm agreeing with you.
Unfortunately,
I agree with you.
On the King of the Ring thing, or
I mean, King of the Ring. It's more meaningless nowadays. It really. I mean,
because back in the day, like
back in.
Huh? Well, I would say like back in the day, Then they used to get a title shot at least. Like that's how Stone Cold he won.
Yeah, at sometimes. I mean, like I said, now there are other times back in the days where it was whack, But hey, yeah.
I mean, Matt Riddle has potential. He's like RVD, great value addition. Or you're not feeling.
I'm gonna need to see some. Look. I'm put like this. Matt Riddle needs to be in the faction. He heavily needs to be in the faction, but a let loose faction, a faction that they'll let loose, let them, sort of. I'm a wig out for it, like a DX type faction. His personality gotta grow a little bit more, Yeah, we need to see some more different personality in Matt Riddle, because right now it's like he's like you can't really call him a stoner. He's like the dude, but it's too his gimmick is too watered down. I know you're like, well, what kind of gimmick? Well, he's playing like the bro. He's the bro guy, but that can get stale real quick. So let him.
It's not too natural.
Let him come through a little bit more natural. Maybe pair him with a heel faction. Because Matt, I think he's like his better heel, or just a rebel type of guy. I mean, I'm not really feeling Matt right now. I think they need to let him cut loose just a little bit more, because he's an asshole. He's a natural asshole.
I think we've seen that shine through on some of his matches. When he's supposed to be the babyface and he'll just start doing heel type thing. I think he did it against. Did he do it against Finn Balor? I think he did it. It was one of his NXT matches where like he came in as the good guy, and by the end of the match he was getting booed out of the building. Anyway, moving past that, we had the women's tag team championship. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeated Bayley and Sasha Banks. Really good matchup on here. Uh, Shayna Baszler made Bayley tap out while having both Sasha and Bayley in submission. Uh, I know
What a
not a
bad
lot of
look.
people want Nia Jax, but I love Nia Jax. I love her personality. Obviously, I love her looks. Uh, Her movement in the ring. I mean, people are crying about Nia Jax, like, oh, she's hurting people. She's way bigger than these women, and she's supposed to be a domineering threat. I don't get what people are saying about dangerous. She's supposed to be dangerous. She's supposed to be this big looming personality, and then she's showing a big looming personality as after they win. So I don't get what people are crying about. But yeah, I enjoyed the match.
I you know, I enjoy it because they allowed Bayley to lose that match, you know, which was fine for me because why would Sasha tap out? You know, Bayley has more reasons to tap out than anybody. Bayley is literally she has a belt, so it's like, well, she good. If we lose this, I'm good. You know, I wish they would have showed the split between Bayley and Banks right at that moment to rub it in just a little bit more. You know, because now it's clearly, I think it's time to see Sasha focus on, you know, maybe come back to SmackDown and focus on whooping Bayley's ass. You know, because their booking with Shasta so far is not that good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else they're gonna do with it because besides the same thing they've been doing, which is let her win the title, then she loses it on her first defense. That's her record right now. So
I mean,
it
they're
doesn't even
obviously
matter.
setting up toward
Um,
Bayley versus Sasha at either Night of Champions or, I mean, Clash of Champions. And what's that? The Clash of Champions? Is it Survivor Series? Would it be?
I believe so. I believe Survivor Series will be coming up next. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Survivor Series will be coming up next. Let's get to
But
the chat area. Let's see all the comments that we have so far, and I'm gonna read these comments because I know everybody. They be like, "Yo, look at me." Okay. One of the comments I think I read it. Philip had said, "What did I think about the main event?" I'm gonna get to that, Philip. Uh, Philip is in agreement with Roman Reigns' attitude or his push. Everybody was in agreement with it. So uh, Daniel had Daniel wanted to see interaction between some more development for Alexa Bliss. I think I chimed in on that with just a little bit, and I'm gonna go. King Melton said, "I think Apollo should have kept his title." You think so? King? You think so? You think he should have kept the title? I mean, I wish Bobby would have won it in better circumstances with better character development, but I don't know about that. Chris Williams says tonight I was thinking, um, I hope they don't send him back to NXT because of the exact what you saying. Oh, mm, okay. Then so this is the beginning of the split between Bayley and Sasha. I hope they don't mess it up. They need to keep the build up, not just book it at the next pay per view. Okay, and that has been, also America. That's been a big problem for WWE so far. They've had trouble uh, carrying or building a storyline properly. It's been choppy with it. They've been everywhere with it. You know, but
this would be very hard to mess up. It's been like almost a year-long build. You had the Sasha come back, and then them coming together, them winning all the titles. If they screw up this match and this storyline with them feuding, I mean, you got to hit the Kanye shoulder shrug on it. I mean, what?
let's move right along. I mean,
I mean, the people out
I
there, you got Bayley with the title. She's been champion for a year.
You got Sasha, who always loses the title, and then you got Bayley, who lost her title, only title. It's all there in their laps. I mean, either they're going to just sit there nicely with it and present it to you, or they're going to get up with the food in their lap and just boom, it's going to fall on the all on the floor. I don't know what.
One thing I will say though, Bayley has not. She has not disappointed as being the champion. I'm gonna say that though. She has not disappointed me. She has been exceeding heel. So Bayley has been doing a good job as heel. Her with the title. I think she needs a good opposing face to go at it with her. And that face right now that has the best storyline that's been milked and drug out is Sasha. Her and Sasha needs a real good heel. I'm sorry, a real good heel. Yeah, I said it right. Heel versus face run right now. They need to go ahead and let them go ahead and clash because they got history. They got a good build. So there you have it. It's them two. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm getting out of that loss. You know, because Bailey clearly has a lot dish out on Sasha, which the fact that with losing the titles and blaming each other for it and all of that type of stuff. Um, Matt Riddle and King Corbin. Um, and I don't know if you blew by what's your boy name? I think you mentioned this match. So where we at now? I think
Keith Lee defeating the Viper, the Legend Killer,
I
Randy
was
Orton.
surprised. I was so shocked. I didn't see that one coming. And it was clean. That was a clean victory. But I do want to talk about something that a lot of people may have noticed that was awkward in that match. Um, I think Keith Lee possibly pissed off Randy Orton with the. It was kind. I think we can kind of. I don't know if we can blame either Keith Lee or Randy Orton for this. The running side dive that he did, and Randy kind of misconnected with it. Like he felt awkward. Then Randy got back in the ring. You need to respect me. Like that was kind of random. So I don't know if anybody that's watching that wrestles, that's in the ring. Whenever something goes awry or something goes wrong on according to plan, it gets sometimes that veteran may do something that they usually don't do, like that, because his rant was just out of nowhere. Him with his rant, just saying you need to respect me, the legend, and it was like what? Like you didn't have to do that. That action, it was like a message to Keith Lee, like hey, you fucked up or something. Clearly, something went wrong in that match because he kind of just went off script with that one. But I don't know how many people caught that.
They must really
But
believe
yeah,
in Lee because usually they don't give rookies this big of a win this early. Like they might let them beat smaller guys, but a guy that high on the totem pole like Randy Orton, getting a bit over him, that means something.
well, I'm gonna say this: they gotta give it a chance because WWE. I mean, I give them credit for giving it a chance because they have a habit of burying and misusing. And people were complaining about the usage of Keith Lee on Raw. So I think this is WWE's counter to try to, hey, look, we're trying, to the fans. Because honestly, I'm trying to see how to book Keith Lee as a wrestling booker and promoter. I'm wondering how do you book this guy? I'm watching it as well and kind of thinking like, how would I book this guy on the show? You know what I'm saying? Like his persona, and I'm trying to see where WWE is trying to go with him because it's like, because you saw it at the end run with NXT, it got awkward. It was like, it was like they started. It's like they didn't like when they finally got him to the gold. It was like, what do we do with him now? It was weird, you know. It's I don't know. I mean, and people like Britain are talking about his music, and I'm like, is that all he has? Is his fucking his music? Like y'all complain about his music? Is that the only good thing about him? Is his music? Like, because like I said, at the end of his NXT run, you saw the writing got weird. It was like what are we gonna do with him? And because the guy literally had all the gold, his personality didn't come out more. It was just more like, I have 2 titles. I'm gonna give one up. I'm like, what champion did that? Like, let him play along with that, you know. But they just kind of, I guess they really didn't believe in him with 2 championships, and they kind of just said, give that one up, and it just got weird. So
I think my biggest problem with Keith Lee is his character. Like, he comes off as boy feminine. Like, he's a big dude. Randy, like when he was talking to Randy Orton in that promo on Raw, it something just felt off. It felt like,
you better bask in my glory.
Yeah, like it sounded like something Velveteen Dream would be saying. It didn't sound like this big hulking behemoth guy. Maybe they're going for like the intelligent monster type thing, but probably not. Like, we're not talking.
I don't know. I have no idea where the fuck they're going with Keith Lee. Britain agreed with my NXT theory. It got weird for Keith Lee. It just, I don't know what the hell was going on with his end of the NXT run. It just got, I won't say bizarro, but it got weird. Far as like I didn't feel like he was the champ. Basically, I felt like he was just
like, why is he wearing?
He's just some guy that was holding the title.
Huh? Oh.
That was, I don't. I mean, I guess they were planning on bringing him up, but like I'm like, at least let him go out in the bang. Like have him be more aggressive or more excited, more personality being shown, because the guy literally reached a high plateau where most wrestlers don't reach on NXT. He was holding 2 titles at once, and they just kind of breezed right by it, like, oh, he won the NXT championship and North American. All right, cool. Like, hey, that's a big deal. About to go. Hey,
he didn't defend. If he would have defended the I forgot the name of the red title. Defended that one night and defended the NXT title in one night, that would have been legendary. Then he could have probably went out and then lost to Karrion Kross, but it seemed like they just rested too fast.
I think what they should have did was, to make him that much legendary, they should have did a match where it was a situation of where it would have been a triple threat or something like that match, or let him do a gauntlet match or something like that, to where he didn't lose the first pinfall, which was for the North American. He got pinned by Karrion Kross in the second. I mean, like the second pinfall. Like, if you want to take his titles, then take it from like let it be like he was going out with it, but he was putting it all on line. Like, he put that much into his character, but they didn't do that. Like I said, I digress. We're gonna move right along. Rey Mysterio and Dominic. Hey, nice edit. Dominic changed. He ripped the hoodie off. I guess his daddy said, "Take this shit off your head. Take it off your head. Take that hoodie off." Dominic Mysterio, Rey and Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins and Murphy. All right. To me, decent. Very decent. I guess I'm just like everybody else. I'm waiting on the heel turn. I'm waiting on Dominic to turn on his father. First, I'm waiting on Rey Mysterio to give Dominic a mask, or maybe Dominic takes the mask from him, puts the mask on, and turn heel. Or if Dominic turns heel on his father, Seth Rollins puts the mask on Dominic. It's too much. That storyline cannot not happen. It can't. They have to. They have to go somewhere with that. That storyline cannot not happen. Dominic turning on his father, whether his father gives him the mask or Dominic takes the mask from him. Seth Rollins put the mask on Dominic. We need that. We need it. That has to happen. And then Survivor Series, or if we're gonna do this team thing, it's so many things. Oh man,
Have
Father
Dominic
versus son.
join Rollins and Murphy, and have Murphy and Dominic beat the Street Profits at Clash of Champions for the title.
And then in Survivor Series, do Seth Rollins, Murphy, and Dominic versus the Street Profits and Rey Mysterio.
That sounds like money to me.
I mean, it's right there. Or and of course you're gonna have the payoff match, which is eventually somewhere down the line you gotta have Dominic versus Rey Mysterio. Like
passing of the torch.
I mean, that writing is so easy. At first, I was not. I know some of y'all might be like, T-Sean, you didn't like Dominic. I didn't, but I see the benefit of what they got going.
Or could you think they might just send Dominic down to NXT or the Cruiserweight division to get his skills up a little bit more? Did you see that?
Say that again.
Could you see them sending Dominic down to NXT and the Cruiserweight division to get his skills up a little bit more and then get him back on Raw?
I could honestly, what you're talking about, literally, that's what I see Seth Rollins doing as the Messiah, sending Dominic to dominate, because basically he's gonna have to go dominate where his father once dominated. Basically they do an NXT appearance, and Dominic comes out with Murphy and them. They come out and they attack the Cruiserweight champion, puts Dominic into a championship title match. Dominic wins the Cruiserweight championship, showing just how better he is than his father. It's all right there. It's gold. WWE got gold right now with this one. And then just imagine Dominic coming back on Raw with the Cruiserweight title or whatever like that. And then Seth mentoring him. He's doing what Rey Mysterio could not do. Come on, man. Rey Mysterio couldn't lead his son to a championship title run. Seth did that first. As a father, that would make me mad if some other dude is coaching my son and my son's winning the championship with him under his tutelage. Like, come on, man. WWE has so much gold with the storyline, they cannot mess this up. But we know WWE at times they will fuck this up. But I refuse to believe that WWE is gonna mess this up, because they got so much gold with this one. Yes, Seth Rollins, Murphy, and Dominic go to NXT and do an attack on somebody, and Dominic ends up getting a title shot for that championship. He wins the Cruiserweight championship, just like his father once reigned dominant in the Cruiserweight division. Y'all remember that? WCW? His father won the Cruiserweight championship and reigned dominant. Like, basically, that Dominic do the same thing. Like, this is... I'm gonna do what my daughter always does. My daughter goes like this. She watches Orange Juice. I'm sorry, Orange Juice. Orange Cassidy. But Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio, Dominic versus Seth Rollins and Murphy. Rey Mysterio and the Mysterios, they won. For those who didn't get that. And Seth, of course, he looked very pissed off at Murphy, but he didn't attack him, which it was out of his character. Usually he attacks the guys that mess up and all that shit, and he just walked off. But he walked off. I believe that's a sign he walked off because he knows he has something better. Dominic is coming. He's going to the Messiah. He's going to the Messiah. Let's Universal Championship. I gotta say, this was masterfully built. As far as that, they're kicking Roman Reigns off just right. I truly thought WWE was gonna fuck this up by bringing Roman Reigns in a match early. They did not. Literally, that was literally all Paul Heyman in there. Like, you literally saw that. Like, everything. Let me see. I can explain this. everything within Roman Reigns' action was literally genuine Paul Heyman character influence. Like literally, he didn't sign a paper until last minute, which like last minute, like on the ramp down to the ring last minute. Beautiful. And for those who didn't catch on, he didn't come out right away because he was gonna let them beat the hell out of each other. And they did what they did. They broke the ring. Smart writing, smart booking. Bravo WWE. I know we don't say this a lot about you guys, but y'all executed the main event. To answer, I think that was D'Angelo's question or Daniel's question. Yes, this is it. I really like the writing and the booking of the finale, the main event, because this showed us exactly just how good and how simple it really is. This was carefully thought about. Don't let Roman go down there right off the way. Like they held this all the way from SmackDown. Don't let him sign nothing. You know, when he's ready, he's finally ready. He goes down there when everything is down and it's out. So it showed that the chips were always in Roman Reigns' hands, and he always had the upper hand regardless. Roman went down there, and I like the way they showed how it wasn't gonna be just an easy breeze over. Like he had to put in a little elbow grease in there. You know, he had to fight a little bit, and no vest, no, some gloves, some ass whooping gloves. You know, but it was more. I'm just here to whoop somebody's ass and get this belt. That's what he did. You know, almost got attacked, but as soon as he got attacked, smart, kick him in his nuts. Kicked him in his. That's what my son had said. Kick him in his nuts. He kicked him right in his nuts. So, Fiend goes down. Roman Reigns spears Braun Strowman, takes him out the game, and 1, 2, 3. Now he's the new Universal Champion. Easy peasy. Let's get out of here. Now, where do we go from here, y'all? Where do we go from here? Now, a lot of folks been asking the question about Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar, what's Brock Lesnar's relationship with Paul Heyman? Well, Brock Lesnar's on Raw. Paul Heyman's on SmackDown with you know who. So, I think Paul Heyman's going for a world domination here. Because Brock Lesnar's going to come back. So, Brock going and getting, let's say, the WWE Championship, this could, if they book this right, we can possibly get a real good showing. We could possibly get a real good showing from Bobby. Like y'all can start wishing for y'all Bobby Lashley run again, because if Brock starts dominating over on Raw again, you still got Bobby doing his thing, being champion, and we might mess around and get a Brock versus Bobby. We might get that one, and then all along on SmackDown, if Retribution is to be a part of what Roman Reigns is doing, what you're about to see happen is Paul, the relationship between Paul and Roman Reigns is going to force a bond with Fiend and Braun Strowman and alias other members to join their faction. So they're going to fight against Retribution. So I see a push of power and dominance going on, but there's going to be a rebellion with some alliances that may be formed with Fiend. I mean, it's the writing is already there. I mean, it's so many ways to go with this, and the sky's the limit, really. So,
I think two takeaways you can take from this is, one, you didn't get Retribution, so that storyline's still going on, and you don't know where that's going to lead to. And two, I kind of didn't like the kick in the nuts because we've seen the Fiend take some hellacious shots, and Roman Reigns cracks the code of this mysterious monster who's taking curb stomp after curve stomp, after this,
Hey. He got turned on by Alexa Bliss, so apparently, see, Roman was paying attention. That's his weakness. His dick got on hard. So he has a dick. So he knows the Fiend has a dick. So he hit him in his dick. So that was smart. Smart thinking, Roman Reigns. Like, you like Alexa Bliss. And then Bray Wyatt he got the woman that all of us wanted to get pregnant. He got JoJo pregnant. So yeah, we know that works. He did smart.
Doesn't it take away his monster thing? Like, are they losing faith with the Fiend because they used to have him take this and take that, and I got hit in the nuts. I'm going, babe. Like, where they go here with? Is he still a monster, or is he like half monster, half man?
I mean, they haven't humanized the Fiend yet. They haven't done that yet. He's still that mythical creature, but we just got to get. They're developing some things around him. So I understand him being exposed a little bit more. So they're developing things around him. Now what I'm looking at is this is a perfect time to have the Retribution attack Jeff Hardy. You know, to do something because it's a perfect time for that to happen. And if Fiend and his alliance or his allies are going to be fighting against Retribution, I see a great chance of Jeff Hardy joining him to fight him. But if WWE allows this would give everybody that mark out moment they've been waiting for Jeff Hardy to bring Willow to play. And Willow, if Jeff Hardy unleashes Willow, then I think everybody's going to be happy on that one. Got the Fiend and Willow, or Jeff Hardy going, knocking on the door of, if just imagine this promo. Bray Wyatt's doing the Funhouse special. Knock at the door, and Bray Wyatt said, "We got a guest. Somebody's coming in." And also Jeff Hardy walks in because he got jumped last week, or he just got jumped or what I did, and he tells Bray Wyatt, "Hey, look, I know you got a friend that can fight and can do some horrible things. I do too." Cut. I think the original fans, the markout fans, we know what that means. So when Retribution jumps or whenever one of them needs help or whatever like that, I think it's going to be time to debut Willow. And so because there's so many great things to write, because to protect that king like reign that Roman Reigns is about to do, the dominance that Paul Heyman's about to do, managing two champions. I see it. It's going to be two champions. Clearly, he's going to be managing two champions. It's
going to
get
Oscar, but I guess that's a dream that's too far away.
Say it again.
I said I'm still waiting on him to manage Oscar, but I guess that's a dream too far away.
We might lose that one.
Yeah,
we might lose that one. I don't see him managing. I don't know, but I definitely can see Seth Rollins winning the United States Championship title again. That title is beautiful now. It's beautiful. It's more fitting for a champion. So I can definitely see Seth Rollins with that title, definitely. But other than that, I mean, how did all of y'all enjoy the show today? Did you enjoy the show? Did you watch it? Did you get the wins that you? Because so far, let's add it up. Let's add it up. The winners, faces and heels. You know something? Well, let's see. All of the faces almost won, except with Bobby Lashley, which is, I believe, heel. Yeah, he's heel. I don't know. No, I don't think Hurt Business is. I'm guessing, but they was literally they got attacked by Retribution. So, well, I take that back. Yeah. They can still be healed. Okay. So you had, I think we had two heel wins. Right? Let's see. Yeah, everybody else was face. The faces dominated tonight. Oh yeah, here's the has a, they got a post from WWE's Twitter account that says the Fiend Bray Wyatt has a fan, and it shows Alexa Bliss. So they're playing this up. They're playing this up like a motherfucker. So other than that though,
You get to get Alexa coming out with the Fiend to matches. That could be very interesting. Like how Scarlett comes out with Karrion Kross. You know.
so you don't think she's gonna do Abigail?
That's what I'm saying. Like you think she'll be coming out with him as far as an entrance, like how Scarlett does with Karrion Kross.
Well, I think what's about to happen is I think Bray Wyatt's gonna possess her with Abigail because it's like what happened to Bray Wyatt. He's supposed to be he got possessed. So I think that they're gonna possess her in some way. Maybe that's gonna happen. I'm guessing. I'm gonna watch. I'm just gonna watch and see how this plays out. But I know, I think the WWE's they're really reacting off of the rumors that we all were putting out back in the day. Yeah, Johnny. It looks like she's gonna be Sister Abigail. But how it happens, I don't know. Like I said, is it gonna be a situation where she's gonna be possessed by Sister Abigail or something like that? Because we know now that Sister Abigail was supposed to be like a spirit. So, because Bray Wyatt, remember, he got possessed by, he was Sister Abigail or some shit. So, maybe something like that. So, I'm trying to make sense out of it. I'm making sense out of it if I can.
Is the women's division ready for another round of 5 feet of terror? I mean, without the Sister Abigail character, she was knocking people out one.
Yeah, we ready. Dig it.
Man, she's gonna be real. She's gonna be like overhand slap. Women are just gonna be falling like wow with the superpower.
Are we about to get AJ Lesnar 3.0? Yeah, dig it.
AJ gonna be like,
AJ Lesnar was
like, damn, that reminds me of me, right there.
Cause it's I don't know, man. They had me tripping when they do that. When they get a real small chick, skinny small chick, and they be like, oh, she's a threatening. Oh, she's amazing. I was just watching one of AJ Lee's old matches just the other day, and I was like, it was just more. I understood why guys overlooked a lot of it because she's like the girl next door, so you like her, but when you just look back at her, she was awful. There was nothing really that great about her at all. Especially for the run that she got. She was cool when she was the underdog, but when they made her like this, I was like, I'm not processing that. But Hollywood does it. Hollywood does it. Hollywood has movies with women that's like 4 foot nothing, and they be like 89 pounds. They be beating up guys and shit. They be beating up all the big bulky guys. They be like whooping their ass. It happens. But yeah, man. Overall, in closing, what do you give this show?
I give it a solid 7.5. I probably need to go back and watch the first 3 matches. It might be a good 8. I wasn't disappointed that I turned on the television. You got new stuff from Roman Reigns. The main event was good. You got storytelling with Bayley and Sasha. The Dominic stuff going on with the Messiah. That's really all that you really want from WWE. Some good storytelling on the main roster.
6 out of 10. It's solid. It's a solid 6 out of 10 for me. It wasn't. Woo! It wasn't. It wasn't. It was 6 out of 10. The reason why I say that is because you got 3 good parts in there that carried on properly, which was, of course, the main event. Bobby Lashley versus Apollo. Yeah, because there was something after the match, which Apollo doesn't really do this, but Apollo attacked Bobby Lashley after the match, even though MVP and Shelton Benjamin was literally in the match, was still in the ring, and they were like, "Hold on, what's wrong with you? We finna whoop your ass." They would start beating him, and got Apollo out of there. But that shows something lingering going forward. So Apollo attacking somebody after the match, like he only did that one other time, but him doing that again is kind of So that's why I say that's a positive for me, and I'll move forward to Rey Mysterio and Dominic. So that's why I give this a solid 6. 3 things that were great or sustainable, and 3 things that were like
Are we gonna do this for AEW next Saturday?
Oh yes, Wrestle Chat Media will be returning for AEW. Oh, you damn right. We doing a outside rant for AEW. You got to. I mean,
We'll also be joining the Dark Order. We'll be joining the Dark Order.
I will be joining the Dark Order.
Join the Dark Order, people. Join the Dark Order.
Look, I already got. Look, I already got my notice. I'm joining. I'm joining the Dark Order. Goddamn. Hey, Brody Lee's he's the new TNT champion.
Yo,
Shout out to the new TNT championship.
Isn't he? Evil Uno talking about like, isn't he the greatest? Give it up for the TNA champion. You give him a hug, high five him, congratulate him. You too, Cole.
I want to see I want to see them develop some more with the Dark Order, because sometimes I don't know if to take them as a joke or it's like I'm still catching their vibe. I'm still catching Dark Order's vibe. But hey, this is payback. This is payback. So yeah, you giving Payback a 7 out of 5 or a 7.5 out of 10. I'm giving Payback a solid 6 out of 10. Like I'm being fair because, like I said, it wasn't great. It wasn't a great show. It wasn't a ooh show. It was a. I mean, I give it credit on the fact that certain things are sustained. Like the stories can actually develop from it. So that's what I'm getting from it. But for those of you that are watching and love to watch Wrestle Chat, make sure you share this stream everywhere, and also visit our YouTube, which is Wrestle Chat on YouTube. Is it Wrestle Chat Media on YouTube? Is Wrestle Chat Media Network on YouTube? But it's on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Follow, share. If you get a chance to share this live right here in all the groups. Share it in all the groups. Go share crazy. You get a share, I get a share, they get a share. Share everywhere. But American a la carte, the Wrestle Chat Media legend. Can you lead us on out here, brother?
All right. That was the review. We hope you guys come back and see us next week for AEW All In, and I think that's pretty much it.